All right, Shalom back. All right, so continuing. All right, like I said, these original these Sephardi Jews and Moriscos that came over here to America, these Portuguese Jews, all these were people of color, man. It wasn't so-called white people as Garfield and Dagger Squad always like to point out, man. All right, some of these are ancestors, man. All right, some of our ancestors were turncoats that enslaved their own people. Some of our ancestors was captives, so-called slaves, man. Well, all of them Israelites. All right. See, history is not as it taught in high school and in college and in the basic American educational system, right? Well, I like to call the miseducational system, all right? Because they miseducate you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans on your history, man. All right?
Listening, and it's too late. All right, again, they went to south of France and became what? Huguenots, and that these many immigrated to South Carolina. Be that as it may, the Spaniards had found for the world a virgin land in which to introduce Spanish errors, and especially Spanish bigotry, and the great tide rushed in from Protestant Europe to occupy it. All right, the isolated valleys of Castile and Aragon are still swayed by the Hispano-Roman and yet vital Celtiberian in the south. In spite of Spanish disclaimers, the Moorish blood still shows itself beneath a swarthy complexion and under crisp curling black hair.
Bam, there you go.
I'm talking.
All right, there you go, man. All right, and then you fast forward to about 1:11. It's gonna describe one now because they had this the census, all right.
And it says here, William the Coaster, age 62 now, in 1870, South Carolina. All right, birthplace, but he was born in Ireland. We'll see why. And it says race white. All right, now look all of a sudden. Remember he was listed as black. Let's go back. All right, William the Coaster. We're going 1860. What is his race? William the Coaster. William P. the Coaster is B, black. He's the slave owner. We go back 1870, 10 years later. They tried to hide it because they know he's a prominent slave owner and all that. They try to say, and they know he's from Ireland, they try to say he's white. But you know what? I was like, is this him? So I looked down here and I said, well, I see Louisa the Coaster, right? William the Coaster, and all the rest of the kids they had. And I remember Louisa the Coaster, right? Louisa the Coaster, my heritage, wife of William P. the Coaster. So we go back, William P. the Coaster, Louisa the Coaster, same people. We're going to go into the census. Does it really say white there? Let me check. It's highlighted for us. We're going right here. William, see, his name is not abbreviated here. It's William the Coaster. See how they try to abbreviate it? And he's listed as race mulatto. Look how it says white, but it's mulatto, M. This is an M, right? This is an M, B, M, right? This is an M, mulatto. We already know he was mulatto. We already know this is the 1850 census. Again, William P. the Coaster, mulatto, birthplace Ireland, 1850, more accurately, 1850, mulatto. All right, and we just saw here, they try to, it's an M. This is an M. This don't look nothing like it. There's an M. I see M's here, mulatto. All right, they're trying to hide it. Now we're in the William P. the Coaster in the U.S. Freedmen's Bank records, right? He's a freedman now. Now he's a freedman. Remember, he's Irish, though, and he's Jewish, all right? So, again, we got this earlier, right? A gentleman of color, the life of James Forten. And what did it tell us? Louisa the Coaster. What did it tell us? The Louisa the Coaster married a gin maker, William P. the Coaster. What else did it tell us about William P. the Coaster? In another page here in the notes and the footnotes, is telling us that William the Coaster was probably of Jewish as well as African ancestry. Dodge the hijack. He's Sephardic Jewish. The Coasters, look what it says there here, that the Coasters had been prominent members of the Charleston's Jewish community since the 1740s. So why are you calling him African ancestry. Now I see how the word probably is here. Probably they're guessing. Probably they're guessing this part, the African part, not the Jewish part. They're guessing the African part. That the Costas have been prominent members of the Charleston Jewish community since the 1740s. All right, the Costa married Louisa Hanscom. They keep it in the family. The Costa. Again, William the Costa. You in the U.S. Freedmen's Bank records. The Costa. All right. Freedmen. What's a freedman? You thought it was just black African slaves that were getting freed? No, this is an indentured servant. That's basically what I'm showing you. Somehow he was freed. If that means he was freed, that means he came in as an indentured servant with his whole family from Ireland.
There you go. Bam. All right. Okay. All right. Let me get it right here. So. All right. So you see right here, Esau, he tried to hide to the fact that these Sephardi and these Moriscos, Sephardi Jews, Moriscos, he tried to hide the fact that they was people of dark color, of dark persuasion. All right, and this is what Esau does. He had facts, and that's why you got people like Garfield arresting him, man. All right, when they think it's a bunch of white people, so-called white people, Edomites, but they're not a bunch of people of color, man. All right. And then again, they most likely they know they're people because they're trying to hide it. All right. But anyway, it says Psalms 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb; they go astray as soon as they born, speaking lies, and that's what Esau do. He speak lies to keep his queendom, America going, his system going. He base it on lies. All right. Get this Psalms. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get this too, cause they make their tongues fall upon themselves their own records, man. All right, and they contradict themselves. Right, that's Psalm. Well, it's taking slow. I just Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue fall upon themselves. All the sin shall flee away. All right, so they tell on themselves, man, with their own records. And then they try to allow no records. They contradict themselves, man, and the truth revealed. All right. Get right here, Psalms 85:11. All right, it says right here, Psalms 85:11. Okay, it says the truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven. Truth shall spring out of the earth. All right, the truth is that the so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, man. That is the truth, man. All right, then you go to talking about Luso Africans and such thing, man. All right, and it says right here, you can see right here some, right, some of them. Let me go back here. All right. These Portuguese. You had a lot of Jays call themselves Portuguese, man. All right, some of the Portuguese were actually our people, so-called Negroes. All right, so it was Portuguese, Jews. All right, it said Luso Africa admits, says they admit so Portuguese and African ancestry. Who speak Portuguese. The vast majority of Luso live in Portuguese are referred as Lusofano Africa, comprising the country Angola, gives me a Cape Verde, Mozambique, Santon, Prince of Being, and Cork. All right, this was some of our people came from, man. All right, Southern was also set in Portugal with a racial minority. The ethnic identity or role was essentially primary male Portuguese settlers, often Lacandos, selling parts of Africa, often marry African women. Most of the time they were marrying like women, man. All right. It said Lacondo was settler ventures of Portuguese origin, Singapia, Cabo Verde, Guyana, Sierra other areas of West Africa. Many were Jews, often new Christians escaping from Portuguese Inquisition. These were the same people. That's why they had no problem marrying the Benjamite slaves, the so-called Jamaican slaves over there in Jamaica. They were the same people, man. And they knew the customs, the Akan, the Shante, etc., man. All right. They know the Torah. They look at the people customs, what they doing. They know they was Israelites. They knew they the same people, man. And then Jake liked it because Jake had Saturday off. All right. They had Saturdays off. They probably had because Christianity probably had that Sunday off too, man. All right. So that's why Jake in Jamaica they favor more to work to be on the plantation under their own people, man. All right. So these were people of color, man. I mean, quit playing games, man. All right. Then you go. In fact, let's go down here. The forgotten diaspora. You forgot Esau hid the history. All right, you got Jakes in West Africa. They were slave to other Jakes among those tribes, man. All right. So they go back to the curse of Deuteronomy 28 and 54. The forgotten diaspora, the Jewish community in West Africa, making the Atlantic world. Just give you a summary. I'll just read the summary. It said a book traces the history of 17th century Portuguese Sephardic traders who settled into communities on Senegal's Pt.3. They lived as public Jews under spiritual guidance. Rabbis sent them to a new established Portuguese Jewish community in Amsterdam. In Senegal, the Jews were protected from agents of the Inquisition by local Muslim rulers. The Pt.3 communities include several Jews of mixed Portuguese and sustained mixed, all right, Portuguese heritage as well as African offspring. Number of Israelites, man. The blade weapon trade was an important part of commercial activity. These merchants participated margin in slave trade, but fully in arms trade, illegally supplying West African markets with swords. All right, this blade trade depended on artisan and merchants based in Morocco, Lisbon, Northern Europe, and effective warfare Sahel along the Upper Guyana. After members of the community moved to the United Province around 1620, they had a profound influence relations between black and white Jews in Amsterdam. All right, so hey yo man, all right, so they on the other side they was supplying some Jakes with weapons. On the other side, they was participating in the slave trade, man. All right, so you got turncoats in Israel, man. You always had that, man, in ancient times, man. Just be you won't label them as so-called white people, man. All right, which is untrue, man. All right, you go to J. Roger book. The Portuguese, a lot of them had Moorish and Jewish blood, so-called Negro blood in their veins, man. All right, a lot of them was actually our people, you know. All right, so there's something else. Let me go back to that video. Where is that? Cause he had a brother on there. Name they call him Asiatic Black Man Asia. All right. Where is that? What is that? Talking about the disrespect. It's a lot. Cause he got mad at
African culture.
Asia when he's talking about the Torah. Let's bring that point out. All right. Where is that?
I got a quick question because and thanks to everybody on the channel too.
Asiatic, all right. So let's see if I could get that part.
That's not indigenous to that land.
Hold on, Kyle. Stop one second, guys. Stop 1 second. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to listen to this carefully. Our study of mitochondrial DNA sequences and Y chromosome SNPs of 3 different southern Tuareg groups. One is from Mali, one is from Burkina Faso, and the Republic of Niger, reveals a Western Eurasian North African composition of their gene pool. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these are from 3 different Tuareg groups. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing to argue about in the article. What is there to argue about?
So we agree that some of the West African is from Middle East.
No, my brother. They specifically tell you who these people are. We're not talking about EM2 carriers on the paternal side. What are you talking about? You are trying to
prove. Hold on. You're trying.
Breathe, brother. Don't get upset. Breathe. Relax.
I'm getting upset. I'm sick of you. That's what the issue is. You and
No, you're sick of these sources. That's what you're sick of.
No, I'm not sick of those sources because it clearly says 3 different Southern Tuareg groups. Those are not EM2 West Africans. These are different people, man. I could picture this dude. You know what he does? He will go on the internet. My brother, if you interrupt me one more time, bro.
I don't care, Garfield.
So
I'm not your son.
Don't
Asiatic black man.
Don't interrupt me because you know what we're talking about. You so obsessed with beating up Elijah Muhammad's ass.
I'm not a see why you gotta talk disrespectful like that.
I don't care.
And you want somebody to kill.
Get out of here, man. I ain't got time for you.
All right, so he depended on this DNA, all that stuff, man. All right, the Toro, what are they talking about? I brought this point out, man, just show you that. All right, I can't think of what's that girl name? She took let me look up her name. Hold on. What is that actress name? I think she played on damn. Let's see, Tyler. I gotta go Tyler Perry. Trying to get her face. What's that actor name? She got Toro up in her. Alright. Let me see if I could recognize her face. And again, I get the actors on there. Oh boy, what is that woman's face? I think she damn, what's that movie with Queen Latifah? I think she played it. Hold on. If I could just get her face, look up there. Yeah. Here you go, right here, set off. Let me see if I'll get her name. Kimberly, I think that's her. Kimberly Elise. All right, I think that's her. All right. All right. So let's see. Kimberly Elise. Let me see. Let me see. Personal. One of them had Torak and Torak. Let me see. It might be her. Is it her, Kimberly? If it's not on us. does hurt. Let me see. Because one, I DNA test said, let's see, Torah. Let's see, if I can't find it. He talking about Torah, but these are no Israelites that was among these people, man. That's Torah. Torah people. Hey, Berber don't mean barbarian. Those are not following a lot of Berbers, number Jakes, a lot of Torahs and number Jakes. Jakes are living among the Berber, Jakes living so-called Berber, Jakes living among the Torah. All right. So you're from the southwestern Libya, found in northern Nigeria. All right. That's all they are, man. Yes. I could have sworn it was her. Or maybe I got it mixed up with another celebrity, man. All right. See, put this right here. Let's see right here, celebrity. Torah heritage. Man, let me fix this internet right quick, all right? Oh, come on. All right, I can't find it right now. I'll come back to it. All right, but Torah, the brother had DNA chart, all this stuff. All right, again, they're not gonna tell you you're Israelites, man. All right, but it'll give you a clue, man. All right, but our people, they came from all over the place. North Africa, slave in North Africa, from North Africa, slave from the Middle East, Northwest Africa, West Africa. All right, you know, our people came from all Europe, in Ireland, Scotland, Wales. All right. So people came all over the place, man. We just didn't come just from West Africa. Even the people from West Africa ain't from West Africa, man. All right. We're actually talking about Torah. Okay, so we go with my people. All right. Let's see if I could get this. Right here. Page 119 from Babylon 10:2. All right. It says, I'm going to go down here. It said, one occasion, Sloss met a Jewish itinerant merchant of Nefusa, who had just arrived from fasting. This Jew had traveled all routes of Sahara. He assured Sloss that other Jews existed, at least in the East Sudan, Chad, Sudan, Ethiopia, a black skin, meaning dark brown, right? A dark brown population was some called the Felici, was generally known among the Torahs as the Crit Desert Shabbat are known to be of Jewish origin. Many tribes in the Sahara and the Sudan are Muslims in religion, but are in Hebrew in nationality. Okay? All right? So your religion don't change your nationality, man. All right? It says right here, Nahum Slough said, a number of these Islamized Jews may be found everywhere. They are among the nomads in Nigeria, the Small, the Hanasha, the Tras, the Masmata, the Marajun, the Kabbalists, and to it you will find among the Urishfana, the Gorani, the Brahmin AAA. You will find them in southern Morocco. Some of our people came as slaves from Morocco. All right, among the powerful clans are the Dogons, who control the routes to the Sudan and Safa. They are non-Jewish by religion, but where they Hebrew origin. They are friendly to Jewish merchants. Frankly, the Jews are the only communication between the tribes and the outside world. All right. It said the Dagono Jews are scattered in clans through many caravan routes of Sahara and Sudan. Gabe said the word Dakotan means trader. They are located near Timbuktu, 200 miles north, and they also found east of Timbuktu and Gayo. The two main factors motivate the black Jews, right, dark skin, to penetrate North Africa with commerce and persecution. Also, the two factors impelled them to migrate into Central Africa, known as Sudan. All right, so I brought that up, and you can read right here. This is from page 23 from the book. It's called Owl America. All right, and on that front covers, you'll see like a little toy Moor. All right, toy Moor with a fez on his head. Basically, it's a Shriner toy. All right, so it's called Owl America Travels Through America's Arab and Islamic Roots by Jonathan Correll. All right, because and Correll spells Curiel. All right, and on the top it had like a bobbing head toy of a Shriner with a fez on. All right, so I'm gonna read right here. It says like the blues, the ring, shout, and emotional and powerful musical derived from African American slaves, talking about Judah, performed by the Gullah and the South during after slavery times. The ring shout involves a group of people circling counterclockwise around a room. External notes, they're the same direction used by Muslims performing the religion duties in Mecca. Ring shouts was also involved call and response singing, hand clapping, and percussion that intensified circling continued were popular during slavery in the coastal area of Georgia and South Carolina. It's not surprising the ring shout flourished in coastal areas where many other documents of African, these are Israelites, including Afro-Arabic survival notes, Art Rosebond, and shout because you're free, the African American ring shout tradition in coastal Georgia. So it's a book. The title said the title. All right. It said though the ring shout have been historically associated with Christian spiritual, is connected to Islamic culture. It leads to another slave spiritual, the bell done rung. All right. So slave spiritual name, the bell done rung. This tune was still being performed in the 1930s in Georgia Sea Islands when folklorist Linda Parrish recorded in no similarity to a West African song that had recorded near Timbuktu. Right? Why? Right? Because these people are from the area, man. All right. These people number is descendants of Islamic Israelites that converted to Islam. All right, they Islamized. All right. Then they came from the area, man. All right. The Timbuktu word was a war song that ethnomusicologist Laura C. Bolton documented of her African music collection. The musicians performing both the songs were Tuareg. All right, that's why I brought the Tuareg part up. Right, Tuareg Muslim nomads who are now concentrated in Mali, Libya, Algeria, and Mauritania. Parrish was stunned by the similarity between Bell Done Wrong and the Tuareg war song she called striking similar, even to the particularly reading quality of the tone. They added language that is archaic by today's standards. Our coastal Negroes appear to be musically more closely allied to the Torah than any other African tribes. All right, these are a number of Israelites that lived among the Torah, man. All right, so they're talking about Israelites. All right, so that's the proof, man. All right. Then what else? You like to talk about? And then also in the video, same video. Like what they was talking about? With that video, there was another video they talking about. Jake tried to be cause he's got some of people their additions here to the Americas, man. They from the Northern Kingdom, right? So this is from the book, page 25 from British Honduras to Belize. Transformation of the Nation by Godfrey Mawalk Kagele. All right. Now, go right here. It says, up here it says what? It says, in the area that is now Belize, the Maya, this is Zebulon, all right, Maya suffered and died on the Spanish occupation. They were massacred and fled to the dense forests of central west of Belize for security. The British buccaneer, the pirate, also attacked the Maya along the coast of Belize. They raided and destroyed most of the Mayan settlements along the coast. They also stole food, enslaved the Maya, and kidnapped Mayan women and children. Some Mayans were even sold as slaves to the British plantation owners and settlers in Jamaica. Some were also sold to slave masters in the southern states. In the southern states of the United States, especially North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. All right. So there you go, man. All right. The region was a land suffered from non-whites, but also prosperity of settlers from Europe. All right. These are all part of curses, man. All right. And then, it's all part of curses. All right, all right, Deuteronomy 28:68. All right, this Deuteronomy 26 says what? It says southern states, especially North Carolina, South Carolina, West Virginia. All right, so that's a cut, man. All right, that's a cut to you black only Israelites. All right, it's like to say that the Mayans, the Aztecs, all them not Israelites, but why they fit that prophecy? All right. And ain't no Canaanites prophesied in Deuteronomy 28:68, man. You can forget that. All right, the Genesis 9:25, that's talking about when the Israelites, the Canaanites fell under the Israelites when Joshua came, man. All right. But anyway, I got one more thing to show. All right. This is New York abolished the Indian slave declaring all free except such have been formerly brought from the Bay of Campeche, Mexico, or other foreign part. What's Campeche, Mexico? The Mayans. This is from the book of America, Slavery in America by Dorothy Snyder and Carl J. Snyder. All right, this is page 230. All right, this is page 243, I believe. All right, you can see right here, there's documents with Esau talking about his Gadite slaves right here. Came home, found my Indian girl like they had knocked my Deodoro on the head about letting her fall, whereupon I took a good walnut stick and beat the Indian to purpose till she promised to do so no more. All right, Peter Datcher. All right, Peter Datcher of Massachusetts, diary entry of 1674 in Lost Enslavement, page 55. All right, it says right here that it says it should be lawful hereby warranted for him to sell to the prisoner they think met, being such law allows to keep instruction of governor of Massachusetts to Captain Benjamin's church to attack Indians, tribe of Gad, January 15, 1676. In Lubber, Indian Slavery, page 142. All right, go right here. North Carolina and India are not robust, strong bodies as left great burdens, endure labor and slavish work. It was a lot. They probably maltreated these all didn't feed them. All right, as Europeans, yes, some of these slaves proved to be good labor, but of themselves, they never work as English do, taking care from north farther than was absolutely necessary to support light traveling and hunting. They are very infatigable because it carries a pleasure alone profit. Most of the savage are addicted to drunkenness. Advice they never acquainted with till Christians came amongst them. All right, so anyway, it said John lost in 1709, less in slavery 142 is right here. It said the Indian wars are God's punishment upon the slave owners. All we could do is to lay in secret those sins which brought the judgment upon us. Our military men were so bent on revenge, so desirous to enrich themselves for making all Indian slaves that fall into their hands, but such as they killed, that is in vain to represent them in the cruelty and injustice of such procedure. All right. So you can see it right here, man. All right. Right. So this page 243, 44. All right. Let me see. You can see right here, man. Let me see you can see it right here. The Indian slaves are also for prior resentment would not hesitate to kill their master in order to gratify their revenge on supposed injury. The girls are more docile and assimilate much sooner to the man of civilization. John Long Journals, 1760-82. And it's what's that? Alaska enslavement, page 87. All right. So you can see for yourself, man. All right. So our people. I think this is what I'll try to read there first. For the public defense, according to the price will fix on every Indian settler could take prisoner, bring to Charleston, the captive saddle will dispose of to the traders who sent them to the West Indies and there sold them for slave. Alexander Harris, 1779, election enslavement, page 103. All right. And so, you know, it just proved, man, that our people are not no Africans, man. No. All right. They're the Israelites, man. All right. They're the Israelites. You got the Southern Kingdom, Judah and Benjamin, Levi. All right. Judah, so-called Negroes, Benjamin, so-called West Indians, Levi, Levi. Some people say Levi. Some people say Levi, Levi. All right. So-called Haitians. Then you got the Northern Kingdom. And it's Zebulon, the so-called Mayan Indians, and Gad, the so-called Northern Native American Indians, man. All right. So, you know, we're not Africans, man. That's just the truth. And anyway, that word go back to the Edomite, man, or Roman, they Scipio Africanus, man. All right, that's just the truth, man. You know, nobody trying to what do you call, man? All right, so this ended on 144, so I'm gonna end it right here. Shalom. All right.